This incident is titled Riots and Guns. It's being recorded on June 3rd, 2020. I'm Jack Lynch. I didn't have a camp name back then. It occurred in the early winter of 1969. Some may remember way back to the riots in 1968. We were living in Middletown, New Jersey then. The Lynch family was comprised of myself, Jack, my brother Dickie, Marykay, Valerie, two younger sisters, and my mom and dad, Dick and Ann Lynch. Also involved in this was my brother's girlfriend, Sandy Manilla, and her dad and mom. We just called them Mr. and Mrs. Manilla. Well, some did. My buddy John Ullman used to call Mr. Manilla Mr. Manure. Well, Marykay does remember the riots, and she remembers the precautions that were taken as well. She was attending Thompson Junior High school then. She was about 13 years old. And when the rumor came around that my dad had heard that rioters or looters were targeting Middletown, New Jersey, it was a reasonable driving distance from New York City where the bad stuff was going down, my dad purchased a precautionary 12-gauge shotgun with buckshot from Sears and Roebuck. It's stamped with Sears on it. Several months later, we had visitors, the parents of my brother's girlfriend and the girlfriend, the Manilla family. All of us were in the basement of our home, hanging out and playing pool on the pool table. Mr. Manilla, I guess you could say he got PEDO with Marykay, grab and grope. Tried to do that. Nobody else saw it. I guess he was accomplished at that sort of thing. Well, Marykay went upstairs to the kitchen to escape further affections from Mr. Manilla. He followed her, and she ducked around into the walk-in pantry. If you can imagine it in the kitchen, this is an old kitchen. There's a big old fireplace. And around the back side of the fireplace was a very large pantry. That's where Dad kept his shotgun and the 2 boxes of shells. Mr. Manilla was closing in on Marykay. And when Marykay turned around, it was with Dad's shotgun. And she was just jacking in a shell and latching the barrel. The next thing Mr. Manilla saw was the shotgun muzzle in his face. I mean, up close and personal. And Marykay's finger was on the trigger. Mr. Manilla returned hastily to the basement. He was white and had nothing to say. I noticed that. Didn't know why. We didn't learn about the circumstances until later after Marykay said something. That Sears shotgun has been one of the family for over 52 years. Every time I pick it up and look at it, it brings a smile to my face.